What's up, everybody? Brotrio here with our final top 10 best Pokemon of generations. We finally finished up Gen 8. We've got a pretty good idea of what our favorites are from Gen 8. So we decided to bring our final top 10 in this series. Top 10 Generation 8 Pokemon. Starting off our list is the best boy, Bolton. I don't favor electric types. Just flat out, I don't favor them. But damn, I caught Yamper. Of course, I'm gonna catch the Corgi Pokemon.
Man, I love Yamper.
Yamper is great, but I didn't even know if he evolved or not. And lo and behold, he does. He turns into a straight up like big dog. I was expecting maybe a bigger Corgi if he did evolve, but no, he turns into like a kind of Doberman looking dog but he kept his Yamper eyes, which is a little off-putting. But damn, do I still love him. I'm pretty sure he's the fastest on my team. That's debatable with Cinderace on there. But like most electric types, he's super fast and he hits pretty dang hard. Not weak to much, not strong against much, but not much resists him either. He is just as reliable as any good dog should be, and he's got one hell of an electric personality.
Two types that go together a little weirder than you would think are ice and bug. At first, or like on paper, it sounds awful because they both have some glaring weaknesses.
Yeah,
but
two bad types.
Together,
Let's put them together.
Yeah, together, Snom was great.
Snom was adorable.
He's just the cutest little grub, and he's so slow. But
yeah, playing fetch with that piece of oh my god, it took like all night, but it was worth it because he was my friend at nighttime, and he evolved into a Frostmoth.
And Frostmoth is glorious.
It's an elegant and very cool design.
Like that is definitely the best moth Pokemon that we've ever seen.
Easily.
Yes. I just love how it's just like a puff ball. He's got those cool like
translucent ice wings.
He looks amazing.
And I mean, you can't go wrong with an ice type that's also pretty quick.
Yeah, he's relatively fast.
Yeah.
He has pretty decent special attack, and really, I mean, Frostmoth, once he gets hit by, he's got 4 times effective, so it kind of hurts him a good bit, but he's really fast, and he's got that special attack, so if he gets the first move in, which is more than likely due to his speed, he almost will kill everything in one shot, or at least mine did, and it was great. He's a late get, but if you can get your hands on a Snom, you gotta befriend that little grub, and it gets you this glorious Ice Moth. Only at nighttime. An odd thing we noticed pretty early on, and throughout the entirety of our trip through Galar, is that this generation they kind of went all in on 2 types of Pokemon, it seemed. There were a lot of pure fighting types and a lot of steel types. And the number 8 Pokemon, which I think is a damn shame because she was my favorite Pokemon of this entire generation, is Caparajah.
Now you know how
Shut
I
up,
feel with
Scotty.
Charizard.
Caparajah is... I mean, she is this big steel elephant, and it's glorious. She's made out of copper, so she's got that cool, like, green Statue of Liberty type color, and she's got these other copper deposits all over. Her design is very well done. She even has
I liked how it's not overly shiny either, because it's more like copper looks.
Yeah, it's brilliantly designed.
Starts out all cute, turns into a mastodon. With
a, like, backhoe for a trunk, and not only that, her Gigantamax form is it's not even really that big of a difference in Gigantamaxing, because it's just kind of like more of like the same aesthetic, but like turned up to 11. It's really well done. Caparajah is my favorite pure steel type, and my favorite of Galar total.
One of the first Pokemon you see in the Galar region is Wooloo, and he's just adorable, butting his head against that fence for no reason. And I thought he was going to end up being kind of stupid because he looks a little cutesy. But no, he was one of the most reliable ones on my team. And then he evolved into Dubwool.
Oh yeah.
And there's not a lot of animals cooler than rams. Like you wouldn't think about it, but they're just awesome. And they headbutt everything. They're scary and cute at the same time.
Dubwool is definitely intimidating.
Yeah.
He's got like four horns?
The 4 horns, and
yeah.
learn all kinds of moves like Cotton Guard, and so you have the defense, then you have the offense to back it up.
Yeah, the regional normal types are normally nothing like super special, but damn, they are reliable. It's like a nice sedan. They're not like sexy, but they're gonna get the job done.
But the best part about Dubwool is his Pokédex entries, because at least in Sword, the entry talks about you can make like a sweater out of his wool or something, but if you jump on it, it's like jumping on a trampoline, and it's apparently just some super bouncy wool, and I thought it was really funny. I mentioned before how Galar went all in on fighting and steel types, but another thing they seem to do is they got legendary types and gave them to common Pokemon. And one of the best examples of this is with the Dragapult Dreepy line, because it's Ghost Dragon, which, at least to my knowledge, that has only been Giratina. And, I mean, Dragapult is just awesome.
Oh,
he
yeah.
has a Stealth Bomber for a head, and he's locked and loaded with 2 Dreepies in his little chutes, and he fires them at enemies, and they love it.
I love that so much that he just shoots babies at them.
Let me tell you how cool this thing is, right? Okay, so Pokemon's not a hard game. Red and Blue might have been hard, but maybe we were just dumb kids, didn't know how to play. But this Dragapult gave me a run for my money when I was fighting Leon. I didn't know it was Ghost type either, but any Pokemon I brought out, Thunderbolt, killed my Dreadnought immediately. He had a Dark type move that could have one-shotted it, but no, Thunderbolt, dead Dreadnought. He killed almost everything I had. I didn't know what to do about it because I didn't know what type he was.
I think it's kind of obvious with the ghostly Casper tail.
Look, man, I was too distracted by his Stealth Bomber head to notice his Casper tail, okay? I was appreciating the rest of his design. I didn't notice the tail, and I didn't want to look it up like a cheater, so I just tried to... last-ditch effort, I used Explosion on him, and that's when I realized he's a Ghost type, because that did not work, and my Weezing was dead for nothing.
Somewhere the past few months, all of Game Freak has been held up just looking at us and laughing, because they knew the whole internet was out there just being like, what are all the starter second types? And they were just cracking their asses up because there are no second types. And that is I think, Gen 2 did it, and that was just about it, right?
I think so.
Across the board, at least, that I can believe. If we're wrong, let us know in the comments. But, Gen 8, everything is just pure type, that's it. And one of my favorites is the one I picked, and if you know me, you know it's the grass. Because, one, Grookey is just straight up the most adorable little monkey with his little branch and everything. Then he gets into Thwacky. He's still kind of cool.
Grookey's fantastic. Thwacky is just represents middle evolution.
Thwacky is not... You have to see him come out of his ball to appreciate him, which is a very odd thing to say, but when he comes out of his ball, he's got his 2 sticks held up. He's got a little man bun on top. It's not helped my case yet, but he comes out and they're up there like the little pencils in the hair with Asians and everything, and then he pulls them out and he's ready to go.
But why is he pukey green?
Because he whacked the color out of himself. I don't know. But Rillaboom, the actual Pokemon that is this entry, is great. He basically is just straight up Super Saiyan 3 Donkey Kong, but grass. And he's got his cool drum. He has it attached on his back. When he comes out, he slams it down, gets his sticks out, and he's ready to beat on anything because he plays it. And then the vines go like swimming through the ground, just like whap everything. It's one of the cooler attacks.
I love that attack.
And he has a really cool design. I just love his design because it's like so simple but themed all at the same time, but not too much. It was very well, perfectly balanced, I would say.
The top starter on this list, blazing into first place, easily Cinderace. I was afraid when they announced this guy. He had a band-aid on his nose. He looked a little scrappy. I thought the firefighting curse was coming back. Nope, pure fire. I'll take that. I wanted fire electric, but at least it's not firefighting. But Scorbunny, great design. He's real cute. He's cool. He's got a lot of pep and personality. Raboot, his middle evolution, he's okay. But when he evolves into Cinderace, first thing I saw, he pops down when you win, or when he's doing his when you not Mega Evolve, Dynamax him, he just gets on his knees and puts his hands out and screams because he's like a soccer player. He's got all the personality of Scorbunny. He went through a little edgy phase with Raboot, but he's got all the personality of Scorbunny, plus a hint of badass. He's a great bunny. If we ever make another top 10 bunnies, I dang sure think he'll be on the list. But pure fire, he's all about speed, all about power, not so much about defense, but you don't need it when you're that cool.
Not to mention his specific move is absolutely insane.
He kicks a rock around like a soccer ball, lights it on fire, and throws it or kicks it at you.
Yeah,
it's
and
the
it gets so hot it would. I mean, if it was actually real, people would literally be melting from the heat from that fucking rock Cinderace just kicked.
Yeah, he's
He could
just
obliterate any water type. He would evaporate him instantly.
so yeah. Not bringing in the laws of physics to that. That's still a sweet attack, and that's why he's the top starter on this list.
The sleeper hit Pokemon to me would have to be Colossal. Because when I first saw Roly-Poly in the first trailer it was shown in, I hated it. I don't typically like the themed pun named Pokemon. And I saw Roly-Poly and I was like, ugh, and it's gonna be a stupid train. And then, nope, turns out it turns into a minecart. I mean, that cart call is just so stupid looking.
I thought it was so stupid until I saw him walk around. Because he can't figure out if his feet are wheels or if they're feet. And it's just hilarious.
He's really dumb. He looks like an NPC from Banjo-Kazooie. But Carkol eventually evolves into Colossal. And Colossal is still a pun name, but it is so awesome because he is Fire Rock, so Rock still gets him, but which is weird that he's super effective to himself.
Yeah.
But for fire types, he can bring it because he is not very effective, or fire is not very effective against him, and he is super effective against fire, and it's just so awesome to use him. He's got an incredible Gigantamax form where he turns into a living pissed off furnace. Not to mention, he gets his own special move, Tar Shot.
Oh man, Tar Shot was my saving grace.
It slows the Pokemon and makes them more susceptible to fire damage. And Colossal has pretty good special attack, so he can bring the fire damage by himself. Not to mention, if you Tar Shot him, then you can do that and do even more damage. Plus, he has his Burn Up move, which I think is really funny because he just uses that and then he burns himself up, which I really wish his coal would, stop glowing once he was defused.
That'd be cool.
But then he can't use fire type moves anymore, and that's just an awesome touch to have. But Colossal wins it for having a really cool design, a really great typing, and being one of the better rock type regional Pokemon. Plus, you don't have to fucking trade him.
We mentioned it earlier, but I was not a fan of Inteleon. Sobble was pretty good. I liked Sobble, but I did not like either of his evolutions.
You don't like Drizzile? I mean, he's got his emo hair and his mittens.
Oh, those mittens almost got him put in the box right away. I did not care for it. I did like his water animation, how he makes the little ball and throws it, but that was the only thing I liked about him. But once I got far enough into the game, and Inteleon evolved, so he was in my decks, he went in the box, and I pulled out Dreadnought.
You're the only person I know that abandons your starter.
I've done it twice in the last 2 games because I didn't like Poplio either. But Dreadnought, to me, looks more like a well-designed starter type Pokemon anyway.
Starter.
Snapping Turtles are just so cool, and you add a rock type into that, and it's weird because he's rock water, but he is so fast.
Well,
like,
comparatively to what he should.
Oh yeah,
be.
for what you
Yeah.
would think. Like
I thought, yeah.
I thought I had a quick claw on him for a while because he just kept pulling out moves first.
I mean,
it was always surprising.
I noticed his speed, but maybe not as much as you two, because I was running him, Yamper, and Score Bunny for the longest time.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But for a rock
But
type,
he was
dude,
my
he
water
is
type. He
quick.
can learn Hydro Pump. He's super fast, and Jaw Lock is a really cool move because it's a dark type move that hits real hard, and then both Pokemon are locked in place.
Yes.
They're not allowed to leave until one of them dies, and it's it's just an awesome way to like up the ante in the middle of a fight.
Generation 8 started really well because 4 of the 6 Pokemon I carried through the whole game, I caught immediately. That was Score Bunny, Yamper, Dreadnought, well not Dreadnought, whatever the baby version of Dreadnought is. Choodle, and Squovit. What? Whatever the baby of Korbinite is, I forgot that one too. Rookity.
Yeah.
I caught me a Rookity for number 4, and he's so great. He's number 1 on this list, even though I'm the only one that used him a lot.
What are you talking about? He's the only Pokemon I never put back in the box.
Didn't know that. Korbinite! Corviknight is our number 1 Generation 8 Pokemon. We all knew we loved him immediately when they showed him. He is a 7-foot tall metal bird.
How could you not like that?
That is horrifying when you think too hard about it, but he carries taxis. He carries probably children away to eat.
Oh yeah,
he's amazing.
You saw him in the wild area. It's scary.
It is scary. Like you're just walking around and the Corviknight pops up.
Yeah.
And
Steel Flying's been done before, but it ain't never this cool. He is the best. He is the tank of my team. He also hits damn hard, and I put the stupid coin on him that gives you double money because I use him in every fight. You know, bring out a fire type, I'm still gonna bring out Corviknight. I guarantee he's gonna win. Corviknight, he's that good. He's got the highest HP, probably the highest defense. I haven't checked that far into that of anyone on my team. He's just my pinch hitter. Anytime I need someone to get out there, take a hit, give it back twice as hard, I bring out Corviknight. He's my boy. He's my bird. He's number 1.
there you have it. Of course, it's Corviknight. He just embodies
Best
the
regional
look
bird
of Galar. Full on. He's an armored bird. You can't do better than that. And that is 100% why he is our top Generation 8 Pokemon. Now, obviously, you know, there were a lot of new monsters involved in this.
No legendaries on our list.
Yeah. No, well, there's only 3. So,
They weren't
if
that
you
good.
have a different top 10 list, let us know in the comments. Who's your favorite Pokemon from Gen 8? Who's your worst? Speaking of, that's a good idea for a video. Let's do top 10 worst Pokemon at some point in the future. So stay tuned for that and more Brotrio videos.
I'm glad you said at some point in the future and not lock us in. I want a break from Pokemon for a little bit.